Hey guys, welcome back to my weekly report of the games I've been playing. And this week I played 4 games and a single demo. The demo I actually played is called Cairn, and this demo is basically for a game that is essentially a mountain climbing simulator. So it has a very cel shaded style of graphics, but even so, it is very much a simulation of rock climbing, and you have to really be cautious on where you put your footing and your arms when you're climbing, because stamina matters, and if you overstretch or you're not balanced, your character will actually start to like wiggle and potentially fall to their death. And you are accompanied by this little robot that pretty much like makes sure that the thing that you actually put into the mountain to rappel up or down, like it retrieves that for you, and it just follows you around. And once you reach certain points, you can actually make a camp and repair your sticks that you put into the mountain, and you can cook, you can sleep or wait. And overall, it's a very interesting game. It is an indie game, and I was very impressed on how much I actually liked the demo, so I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for that one whenever it releases. So that was Cairn. Now the next game I played this week, of course, is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. The third and fourth remake of these games came out last week as well, but I wanted to play a little bit more before 3 and 4 came out. So I really enjoyed more of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. But I did not finish it. I've moved on to 3 and 4, and I doubt I'll go back to 1 and 2. But yeah, it's a very good game, and if you don't want to spend the $50 on 3 and 4, you can still play 1 and 2, and it does go on sale very often. So that is everything I have to say, and that is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Following that, of course, is going to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4. I am very impressed with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. So this one is a lot more accessible than 1 and 2, in my opinion, from when I played 1 and 2 and now 3 and 4. And I was able to pull off the tricks more, and I think the tutorial in 3 plus 4 is a lot more detailed than 1 and 2, because I understood the mechanics more. And then when I actually went back a little bit to see if some of the mechanics in 3 plus 4 is in 1 plus 2, it is, but unfortunately it wasn't in the initial tutorial section of the game. But yeah, 3 and 4, I really enjoyed it. So I've only played 3 when I was a kid, but I honestly don't remember it that much. I only remember the airport level, and I don't remember any of the music. I know that's a big controversy with this game, is that majority of the music is gone, but honestly the tracks that they chose for this game is actually really good, and overall it was a blast to play through this entire game. I did end up finishing it, and even though I finished it, there's even more stuff to do, because once you beat everything and did all the challenges and everything, you unlock a platinum run where it's a lot more challenging to get the actual challenges done. But I am completely happy with what I've played and just being just the main campaigns. And yeah, overall really enjoyed the game. I see myself going back to this one a lot more than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, but that's just me. And if you like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, you're going to like 3 and 4. It's a no-brainer if you're a huge Tony Hawk fan or a skating fan. It's a lot of fun. So that is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. The third game I played this week, of course, is Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. So I have since progressed through Florum. I've actually have to find the Vestal of Water, but I got sidetracked with side quests. And for the side quest, you have to basically help these 2 little girls find this hairpin that every single woman in Florum is obsessed with, because Florum is only residents are women. Only males can actually visit that place, but they cannot live there. So we went to go help these little girls find their hairpins, but of course they're running into trouble, so we have to keep saving them. But lo and behold, these hairpins are actually corrupting the women of Florum, and these two little girls end up fighting each other to the death. And unfortunately, by the time we stopped this person that is killing these fairies for their wings and selling the wings to these women, they unfortunately passed away. And that really sucks, and that really like shocked me, because I didn't think like death was going to be that prevalent in the game, in the story. So that was a pretty interesting side quest. Currently what I'm doing is the other side quest that's part of Florum, is where there's another trend in this town that has to do with hair dye. All these women are obsessed with this hair dye, and now I'm tracking the people that sell this hair dye down, and come to find out it has a hallucinogen or some sort of toxic chemical that alters their brain and is making women the way they are now in Florum. So I am currently on that side quest. So in terms of the main story, I have yet to progress, but in terms of the side quest content, I am very much going through the motions with that, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And it is difficult. Ring a Bell right now is absolutely getting bodied in my game, but I found a strategy that I guess is somewhat cheesy, and that is using like Zeus's Wrath and just the items that basically do a certain amount of damage to enemies. And that's been kind of my strategy right now. And I have completed the Norende village construction all the way through. So I'm able to buy these Zeus's Wrath and other variations of items that do different elemental damages for a pretty decent price. But yeah, right now I am currently on hold with Bravely Default, and you'll see in the next game. But yeah, I'm still enjoying the game. I'm glad that I was able to finally turn off random encounters, but I will eventually have to turn those things back on and probably go up to 400% in order for me to efficiently grind faster. So that is everything I have to say, and that was Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. And last but not least, of course, is going to be Donkey Kong Bananza. This game literally just came out today. I'm recording this the night before Friday, just because I have the time right now. And I am absolutely loving Donkey Kong Bananza, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is worth the 25-year wait since Donkey Kong 64. So we haven't had a 3D Donkey Kong game like this since Donkey Kong 64. And honestly, it's pretty incredible. So it's pretty addicting too, just by smashing everything, wanting to see what secrets lie underneath the earth. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've unlocked Pauline out of the rock, and I've been mixing and matching different outfits, doing all these challenges that you find throughout the levels, where it's either fighting this amount of enemies or fighting through this sand maze that has thorns in it to find bananas. And overall, it's just been an absolute joy. And honestly, if you enjoyed Mario Odyssey, because it is from the people that made that game, you're going to enjoy Donkey Kong, even if you don't like the other Donkey Kong games, like Donkey Kong Country. If that's not your type, this game is completely different. There is some elements of Donkey Kong Country, but it's not very prevalent here. It's completely a 3D platformer where you can really make the terrain as you want. There are some limitations, and it's easy to spot these limitations in the environment, so that's really cool. Now, there are some frame dips here and there in the game, but honestly, when they do happen, it doesn't take away from the game. And I have used the amiibo in the game, but unfortunately right now I'm not able to unlock Pauline's outfit. The only thing I can do is summon the Kong letters to use as throwable objects or as melee weapons. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the variety of the levels in the game, because once you like complete the objectives on a level, you go further down into the world, and each section is completely different from the one above it, and I'm loving that, and the possibilities are endless. As of right now, to me, I haven't progressed extremely far into the game. I am in the 300 sub-level of the world right now, and it's like a deserty looking area, so I'm really enjoying it. And honestly, this, to me, to tell you this, is by far a must-play game if you own a Switch 2. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza is worthy of the $70 they're charging, and honestly, I would have paid $80 happily given the quality of the game right now. And yes, there's some hiccups here and there with the frame rate, but other than that, it's not really hindering the experience. So that is everything I have to say, and I can't wait to play more of this game. So that was Donkey Kong Bonanza. Once again, like I do every single week, what did you play this week? Did you pick up Donkey Kong Bonanza, or are you playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4? Or are you playing Death Stranding 2? And yes, I did not play Death Stranding 2 this week because I honestly didn't feel like playing it this week. So that is everything I have to say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.